Hey guys, sorry for no Who Should You Choose yesterday. I had to travel to Toronto for a Call of Duty event, and I was invited with the Toronto Raptors 2K League team. So I was there, wasn't able to get stuff out earlier, but I also have a pretty big cold, so we're struggling, but we're here we are. So today's video, we're going to go over the prior videos, questions, and comments. I'm going to go through them all and give you your hot lineup decisions. Again, if you don't get your question answered in this video, just come check me out live on Twitch. I go live. I'm live every single day at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'll answer your question live in stream. And make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. I really just answer my subscribers' questions. So, all right, let's get into the questions, and we're going to start first with Victor. Hey, Sleeves, is it worth it to buy 85 icons if they are cheaper than what it takes to make them? For example, it costs 160 gold players, so 160K, give or take, and 85 icons cost like 140. Keep up the great work. I love it. Yes, honestly, it is. You have to remember, though, is that you're taking into account that you don't have any gold players, right? So if you've got 80 gold players, it's only going to cost you 80,000 coins, for example. But let's say you get your rewards today, open up an icon, and you really don't have any other gold players left over. Yeah, it's actually cheaper and a lot faster too. And if you do it on Wednesdays, now that I think about it, more and more people, that's when the market's at its highest. You might be able to save yourself quite a bit of coins. How many coins do you think you'll need for Team of the Year? I've got X Factor Jack Hughes, and I haven't upgraded him in case he gets one. I have 380 plus cards and 600K. Also nice videos. Good shit. Thanks, buddy. Okay. Team of the Year, it costs roughly what it costs to make the fantasy cards. They're valued roughly the same. Now, you got to remember that depending on what their overall is, it'll be more. Like, I think McDavid was like 800K in value to make. Maybe even 900. It's very, very expensive. Here's what I'm doing. 80 to 82s don't have any value when it comes to trading in for a collectible. It requires too many that the cost per collectible is so high, right? You obviously get a lot of 80 to 82s. What I do with those is I'm going to give you exactly what to do with all your cards, okay? Here is what I am doing on my no money spent team. If they are gold non-NHL players, they go right into the icons, okay? They go right into the icon sets to work towards Mario Gretzky. If they are 82 and under NHL players, right into team builders, okay? And then anything that's 83 and above, I don't trade in, I don't use, I don't sell. I simply keep for Team of the Year. That's how I do it. So as you'll see when you watch my no money spent videos, you'll see how many cards I already have saved just that are 83 and above. Those are the ones that give you decent value when it comes to trading collectibles. That's what I do. Now, obviously, it's a little bit slower, though, because I would love to get team builders done, at least the 8, because then come the next week, what I'll do is I'll throw all of my NHL players, everything that's 82 and below, into icons, and then that doubles the speed, right? But I'm trying to get the team builders done, and then I'll go from there. So, Greg, really love the Gallery of Greats event, but not too sure what to do. Guys, don't give me your team. Come at me with a question. Is it worth it to invest in players like Crosby and Yager from this event? I would not do more than one. Like, I would choose Ovechkin and maybe Yager. There's just so many good lefties. Other than that, unless you get it for free, I wouldn't do it if you're no money spent. Drummer says, hey, Sleeves, no hot question today. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so tired, fellas. Just wanted to thank you for the work you put in day out for all of us with a hockey edition. Man, I appreciate that. I've gotten a lot of messages like this recently. And fellas, while I put out a lot of content, I don't sleep a lot right now. I'm just playing video games, and I love helping people out. So, I mean, at the end of the day, everyone, I used to have a job for 15 years. I know what it's like, so I'm never going to complain about, working too hard about playing video games, but I'm glad that everyone's enjoying, the info and stuff like that. That's all I'm trying to do. I love helping people out, and I'm glad to hear things like that, man. I appreciate it. Hey, Slaves, love your channel. I don't have a lot of time to play. Your channel and website make a lot more enjoyable because I don't need to spend a lot of time comparing cards and such. Also, HUD Hub is good right now, fellas. All the cards are in there. We're missing some icons and some silver, some base icons. So let me know if someone isn't added into the site. But yeah, we're good to go. If you ever want to know, I'll throw it up. Can I throw it up on here? Oh man, I'm gonna have to edit this hard. Yeah, okay. So if you go into the stat table, all right, it's a little bit dragged out right now just because of the screen I'm on. But yeah, you can sort by who you want to see who has the highest acceleration. Quinn Hughes, right? If you want to sort by who's the fastest card in the game, Quinn Hughes, for example, right? Like, so you can just take a look at that. You can sort by handedness, position. If you want to do forwards, you just choose all the forward positions. You want to do the card type, so you're trying to find one from a specific event. on the home screen, you can scroll down, click on view all, and you'll see all of the latest event cards. Everyone's in here. If you want to take a look at the latest fantasy cards, these are the ones that are most recently updated. And then you can go in and take a look at all of those as well. These are the most searched. This is actually kind of a fun screen because you're seeing what everyone in the community that uses my site are looking at, the cards they're looking at. So just something to keep in mind there. And yeah, so all right, let's get back to it. Sorry, this is off topic, but I have a lot of trouble winning those loose puck battles behind my own net. I feel like I either lose altogether or I'm tripping penalties trying to poke. Do you have any tips for that? Okay, so one is, what view are you using? Some people will struggle with the zone view behind the net because it's so zoomed out you can't really see your net that well. So it takes some getting used to. But what I would recommend, don't use shove checks. So never hold down circle or down on the right thumbstick behind the net or near your net because people are waiting. They're holding the puck. They're waiting for you to do this. So what you do is you shove up by just flicking up. It's going to give you a shorter animation, and it's knocking everyone off the puck right now. So that's what I'd recommend. But moving less is better. Just putting your guys in position to knock people off the puck is kind of the way I'm going about it right now. Joanna says, what's up, slaves? I lurk in your streams almost every day with the occasional comment here or there. Love the content. Keep the great work. I need help prioritizing my forward lefties, all untradeable. He's got Gretzky, McDavid, Larkin, and Hughes, Kuznetsov, and Fantasy Teravainen. So your forward lefties. I have 3 center spots locked up, so I have to use one of them as the 4C and bench one. I don't fancy any of the cards more than the other. So, this is going to come down to like where they're going to. So McDavid's X factor is number 1. Gretzky would be number 2. Then it was probably like once you're in your third line, I wouldn't recommend using an ability. So that makes Kuznetsov a little bit less enjoyable. Teravainen is probably on the third line just because now he's got 90 speed. And then, or maybe, I would go Larkin and then Teravainen. Hughes and, one's got to go center. Larkin goes center and then Hughes, Kuznetsov would sit. Kuznetsov is a great card, but he needs Unstoppable Force to kind of be really worth it. When I lose a game, I should have won. Do I twist my controller in half or microwave it? Brother, if you look behind me, the chair that I'm sitting in is no longer my New York Islanders gaming chair. That is simply because I lost a game that I should have won, and I overhand chopped my hand railing thing here clean off. So I'm right there with you. I'm a big fan of the twist. Hey, Sleeves, thanks for the great content as always. Despite McDavid's slow start, do you think he's still a lock for Team of the Year? He had almost 150 points last year. I don't see any way that he isn't. A slow season for McDavid is point per game, and I don't see how he would not be one of the 3 forwards. No question, just thanks for the content. Love that. Thank you, man. Hey, slaves, enjoy the content. I'm no money spent. Can I have 100K best? Can I have 100K best left-handed forward in that price range? I'd love to get the Zacha fantasy card as a Bruins fan. Do you know Bergeron is in the alumni this year? I have 88 Leon, Yager, and McDavid. I don't know Bergeron's in because when they retire late, they don't sign into the PA early enough. This is what happened with Chara 2 years ago. So I don't know if Bergeron's in. I actually don't think he is. In terms of getting Zacha, you need to get Zacha quickly. He's the kind of card I talked about. He's got all the opportunity in the world because he's playing on the top line. And yes, I will admit, the Bruins are not frauds. Somehow they just keep winning. It's annoying. If you're not a Bruins fan, no one likes you. The Bruins need to go away. It's been long enough, but here we are, 13, 12, 2-1 again, and they lost their top 2 centermen, but it is what it is. I'm an OHL guy. I got to see Matt Poitras play in the OHL. You guys lucked out there. I would get Zacha quickly. He's only going to keep going up in price. So you might have to just save all your coins and pull the trigger. Hey, Sleeves, I have that 87 OVMSP. He's got great stats on his card, but he just isn't working in my lineup. Should I stick with him to target another right-handed forward in his spot? I'm hoping for a high overall Connor Bedard card. Connor Bedard doesn't get Team of the Week. I'm going to riot. That being said, so when you have cards that don't work, here's what I do. Before I give up, I did this with Matthews, the 88 Austin Matthews, right? Activate all of his abilities, and if it still does, well, not puck on a string, so in this case, just Unstoppable Force. If that doesn't work, move him down. Thirdly, go and look at your team stats. Okay, go and look at your full team stats and notice where you're scoring goals and your points because you might just not be using right-handed forwards. Almost all of my stats come from the left-hand side, so it's just not as important to have someone on the right side because almost all my goals are coming from lefty. So take a look. And then after that, move on. You don't have to get, it might just be Pettersson and Crosby cards are a perfect example. I can never do well with them, ever. Hey, slaves, I just want to prioritize Gretzky and Lemieux this year, what's the cheapest and best way to go about doing it? I'm about halfway to my first in terms of power-up icons with around 200k in coins and 400k in cards, mainly Heritage McDavid. Also curious, who should I target first, and if I should seriously consider Howe much love? Don't consider making Howe ever. You will get him for half the price, unless Papa keeps bringing him up on the podcast, which I apologize for. But yeah, like 600k for Howe, there's no reason to make him. In terms of Mario and Gretzky, the later we go on in the year, the more that Lemieux will pass Gretzky. Right now, Gretzky, though, because of his skating and his abilities, he's better right now. So if you're going to make one very soon, Gretzky is first, and then Lemieux will be better at 99. So you can make him second, that kind of thing. Should I prioritize Power of Collectibles with Champs rewards since they are more accessible this year? I'm not sure. So right now, I hate that word, the meta, the go-to, the favorite. I don't know what to call it. Not meta. Meta sucks. It's so lame. What you want to do is take Mega Players Packs. Mega Players Packs normally in the past have been awful, but because they're so cheap, it only requires 2, and you get 30 gold gold cards. Because gold cards can be used in team builders, they can be used in icons, they can be used in the X Factor choice packs, they can be used for collectibles on any event, they can be used for anything. They're a currency, and you can pull other stuff. Like I've pulled icons, X Factors, a lot of good cards out of them. It's just that when you choose pack, go with what is guaranteed. So if you pull nothing, assume you'll pull nothing, you'll get 30,000 coins because you get 30 gold players, right? No other pack is going to guarantee you that. Power-up collectibles you can make for like 15,000 coins, 16,000 coins in value. So while they're important, they're free from every event, so you'll eventually get more. And then on top of that, you can make them for much cheaper. Hey, Sleeves, I'm free to play and currently have about 6,000 coins. That's nothing, brother. I just finished making buyer so's. I'm going to assume that's Breezewa, and we have gone way off the tracks if that is what's happening. And I have Leech and Newendike, and I should have Robitaille after the rewards this week. Which team builder should I target next? Also, sorry for that terrible spelling. Brother, I don't even know how you landed with the BIRESOS. I can understand the BREESWA that we had in the prior one. Oh my God. He typed B and said, you know what? I'm just going to give up here. Breezewa's it. He's the best team builder after Newendike. Oh, man, that's the new Brick Bowser. Look, I don't care, says, hey, Sleeves, like, two questions. I'll allow it. 1, I was lucky enough to pack 88 GOG Lemieux. I now am getting close to being able to build the ultimate power icon. This is the common question. Do I build Gretzky? Despite originally playing for Lemieux, owning Lemieux is the better card, but I now have the 88. Do I just build Lemieux anyway? Only building through natural pack fodder. So if he's untradeable, then it's Gretzky. Because the GOG Lemieux is unbelievable. They gave him really good stats. The GOG Gretzky is kind of like good stats, bad abilities. So I would definitely go with Gretzky here. Just re-rolled and got X Factor McDavid. Good Lord. I have Heritage Classic McDavid tradable, which I've loved. Do I sell? Oof. Yes. The answer is yes. You got to sell Heritage Classic McDavid because McDavid's starting to cook now. He just had 2 points against the Islanders. He's going to get back on track with Knobloch. He's going to get a lot more cards quickly. So yes, if you have his X Factor, you want to use X Factor Connor McDavid then. All right, that's going to do it for today's video. I apologize for anyone's questions I did not get to. Again, you kind of got to be quick on these, so make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. If I don't get to your question, just simply come to my stream. I'll be happy to help. Also, guys, there's a chat box on HutHub. If you go to leaguegaming.com/HutHub, I check the chat box every night. I feel like a lot of people are overlooking it. On mobile, I don't know if it's working on mobile. We have an app coming. The app is coming. So we're in testing with Apple right now. The app is going to be able to allow you to search for all your cards in a really nice format, all of that. So we'll be able to stay up to date and compare cards and all of that. But if you have a question, just type in the chat box and I'll answer you by the end of the night. I check it every night. So just keep that in mind. And I will see you next episode. Bye.